Hi, I'm SATHYA, Head Department of English. In this video, I'm going to discuss and I'm going to say a few details about the topics from the subject British Literature. In this video, I covered the two units topic. The first unit is all about a poem by famous writers. And before getting to the topics, let me explain what is British literature in general. British literature is all about the English language by British authors, mostly from England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. And the first topic in the first unit is Elegy Written in a Country Churchyard by a famous writer Thomas Gray. And Thomas Gray, one of the graveyard's poet whose subjects and concepts mostly deals with sad and melancholy. And he wrote this poem after the death of his friend, his close friend Richard West. And after he wrote this poem, Elegy Written in a Country Churchyard, in which he conveyed a beautiful and universal fact, that is, the paths of glory lead but to the grave. Yes, of course, everyone, whoever you are, whatever you may be, but one day we all are going to meet death, and death is inevitable and it is equal for everyone. This is the wonderful concept conveyed in the poem Elegy Written in a Country Churchyard. And in the second topic, On Solitude by a great writer Alexander Pope, whose famous work is mock epic, The Rape of the Lock. And in this poem On Solitude, he talks about the life lonely. And Alexander Pope, why he regarded as a great writer, personally I like his quote and I like his proverbs. And even in the poem The Rape of the Lock, he talked about how he criticized the upper class families and all. And in the On Solitude, he talked about the loneliness and what are all the things that we can face during our loneliness, that he talked in this poem. And next topic, Robert Burns' The Red Red Rose. And the opening line is very famous. Oh, my love is like a red red rose. And also the closing line, I will come again, my love, though it were 10,000 miles. In this poem, Red Red Rose, he talks about love. And he beautifully conveyed the real meaning of love through his poetical lines. Robert Burns, such a famous writer. And the next one, the metaphysical writer John Donne. John Donne famous work and famous poem is The Canonization. And in this poem, The Canonization, he talks about the lovers, and he asked the audience or readers to be silent because he wanted to be loved, and he wanted to love his lover. He compared his love and lover with tapirs, eagle and love, even the bird, phoenix, which raised from the ashes, even though whoever against or whoever have a desire to spoil their love, but again they will come back and again they will love each other as they were before. And now in the second unit, it is all about a city night piece. So in this work is completely explored the dark side of urban life, and it describes the scenes at 2 o'clock. Oliver Goldsmith, he wandered in the London street at the mid of the night, exactly at 2 a.m. When he was wandering, he looked at and he observed so many things happened in London society. And that society, rich people are leading a different life and poor people are leading different life. He was very pathetic about it, and he cries on seeing the poor and homeless on the street, and many things he discussed in the work A City Night Piece. And the last slide is all about Joseph Addison and Sir Richard Steele. Both are very familiar and prolific writers during 18th century. When we talk about these writers, the first point which comes to our mind is all about periodicals. And Robert Steele, The Spectator Club, and Addison, Household Superstitions are prescribed topics in the syllabus. And the Spectator Club is all about the spectator, mere observer. During that time, coffee houses were very famous, and people used to gather there, and they discussed a lot of things in the coffee houses, and that appeared in the periodical, and people love to read periodical, and they gathered so many information from the periodical. And Joseph Addison and Richard Steele, they joined together, wrote many periodicals, and they became editor for many works and all. And household superstition is all about his belief and his thoughts that he has given there. So this video I gave a very very brief and precise information about the topics of the first unit. In the next video I'm going to discuss the